Happy Tuesday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell, and my life is magical. Of course, this comes from a subjective perspective. It's my opinion. And in ways, the only thing that matters is that it's my opinion. The accuracy of the statement is irrelevant. The fact that one individual can boldly and proudly say that their life is magical, even for that moment in which they say it, to have that feeling. Even if it's an instance, a brief instance of delusional euphoria. My life is magical. And I'm beginning to feel or realize that with that comes a responsibility. As I have seemed to have built the life that I want, along the lines of becoming the person who I wanted to be, becoming the person that I always wanted to be, within that was a certain elevation in or of my presence and influence and capability. And the word command. I was writing. See, I'm still out of breath. I'm weak, y'all. Oh, I'm weak. I'm still tired. Now my foot is hurting. I'm injured. I'm messed up. I am messed up. But you see, I got my black ass out here walking without my sauna suit. No, yeah, I'm gonna leave the sauna suit. I'll put the sauna suit down for a little bit. We're gonna see how it goes without it. And we're gonna go from there. So I put the sauna suit down. We're out here in the sun. Why don't people move over? They see me walking, they can move over. So we'll see. Because one thing about the sauna suit and those numbers, they went down a lot. For that time I was wearing that sauna suit, it went down tremendously. So we got to see if it's going to rise up. Even if I keep the same regimen and routine, if that number slowly rises up, or it doesn't go down as fast or whatever, we'll see. Because if it was all water weight, it shouldn't matter, but we'll see. Anyhow, yeah, I'm weak. I think I dehydrated myself. I think I was exhausted. I'm at the concert. I'm at the P-Funk show, out of breath. Out of breath. I don't ever remember being out of breath. Even when I was 12. Well, I might remember something like that. I got the wind knocked out of me a couple times. But I was out of breath. I was like, whoa. I had to sit down. I was singing something and dancing. And my body said, okay, I think you need to sit down. And I did. Of course, I was sitting down front row. Very almost in the center. Right there in their faces still. It was just magical. It's so much happened. So much went on. These 2 days, funk days, Apollo Casino. And then at the Craig Ranch Amphitheater something, Vegas, P-Funk show. With Fantastic Negrito, Fishbone, Carlos Denson, and P-Funk. P-Funk got 2 hours. That was what I was looking for. Both shows, P-Funk got 2 hours. The first show, it was only Blue Eyed Extinction opening it up, Impala. And when I got there at 7:30, at 8, When the doors were supposed to open or the show was supposed to start, Blue Eye was finishing up. P-Funk came on at 8 sharp, played 2 hours from 10. The next day, with all the opening acts in Vegas, they got 2 hours too. So, looks like we'll get 2 hours tomorrow night in Los Angeles. With this magical life that I've built within the tenets of said Jeffrey that was desired, came a little bit of influence and responsibility and a positioning in such areas of life that Jeffery Mitchell considered important, in that there are things that Jeffery Mitchell wants in his life that he wants maintained, that is at the responsibility of another party. Basically, here's what I was thinking. Okay. For me to achieve the level of vibration and energy and openness and whatever that was I was doing at the Vegas show, because I was doing it. I was really on it. And I started learning this decades ago. I started learning this when I was with Rick at a football game in Oakland, how my energy could affect people 10, 20, 30 yards, or how big, 10, 20, how much I could use my energy and my dance or whatever to communicate or to vibe people at great distances. And then to be able to be open enough to be able to vibe at a vibe on a large scope and just be comfortable on a stage, so to speak, even though I'm in the audience. And with that, I'll reveal a tactical. With that over the years, and I'm talking about 20 years, you start to realize venues and places and lighting and where people sitting and the way things are set up and the way this, that. So you kind of start to realize more than likely what everybody in the place is going to see. I know when most of the people in the venue can see me, or I'm aware of who should be able to see me and how far and what, and how the light is hitting and all that. And over the years, I've learned how to play that or command it when I get people's attention. At first, I was thinking command wasn't the right word. And then I realized I got that probably from command an audience. You don't have to be on stage to command an audience. And I think I've been doing that for a long time, but it became blatantly obvious that this is a thing now. It's definitely a thing. The things I was doing, I mean, each time I do this, especially this year or post-pandemic or P-Funk, whatever, it's just been going higher and higher and higher. I'm getting more and more involved in it, deeper into it. It's like I can command an audience without even doing anything, basically. There's like a certain sweet spot in the audience as far as tone and volume and positioning and movement that you can do to just know that you have their attention. And then what made it magical was that I'm in this place, my music, and we'll get to that P-Funk part later. My music, even if it's not P-Funk, whatever, the groove, they play in our 70s, 80s music, 70s music, this jamming, this relaxed, feeling good. So I'm standing there, most people get there. This place was quiet. This place was just sickeningly quiet. This place was so quiet that I actually said, why is it so quiet in here? And you can hear me all through the place. You can hear me all through the amphitheater. So why is it so quiet in here? You can literally, and one time they didn't play music. The set in it, they didn't play the music. It was quiet. I was like, put some music on. It's like, anybody got Spotify? And people laugh. I could hear the reaction to see how many people heard me and how far I could be heard. And then they put some music on. I mean, that's just where I was. I was completely relaxed. I felt, whether they could or not, I felt that the whole audience was watching me. And I know they wasn't, that's just something that, just to say. So I felt all that, but I couldn't get off beat. I was just so relaxed and into it. That's where the magical part came in. To where it was like I was doing something natural. I wasn't trying to find the beat. I was just flowing on the rhythm. I just love the rhythm so much. And then to be able to do it, quote unquote, with the audience or other people watching, knowing they see me moving to the beat, imagining at the least that they can feel the rhythm and they try to understand the rhythms I'm trying to express. And then every now and then you look back or you look around and you'll catch somebody, do a little move, a little gesture to let you know, And or I'm standing there and they're playing house music. One time they was just playing house music. I was just gone, y'all. I did so much and it was magical. It was just magical to me. It was just magical to me. I just did, it may come along the lines of being the person who I always wanted to be. And that person always wanted to be this person, to be at a large venue with music and just be free. Just be as free as I was. If I was at home in my shower, in my bathroom, by myself, just to be that free and just open. And to me, that's magical. And then and this crowd was very quiet and calm. I mean, very quiet and calm. They just sat there. And people on the stage, on the band, was even like, get up, stuff like that. Did I say this already? I feel like I said all this already. No, I couldn't have. Vegas, I didn't do no talking since I left Vegas, did I? Well, that might have been the Paula show, because that casino crowd was kind of quiet too. But it was good. And then, you had some real Funketeers there, of course. All the Funketeers came. Not all of them, but, LA Max was there. There was some folks there that I knew, of course. That's another part of it, where I go to a venue and it feels like I know everybody. And not only it feels like I know okay, first of all, I'm sitting front row. And I'm gonna let everybody know that when I walk in the venue. Without even letting them know, I'm gonna let them know by the pace and where I walk. I just know how to do it. And I love doing it. And it's magical to me. It's magical to me. It's the way I can walk in. And I know it almost feels manipulative. And I feel bad for it feeling manipulative. But I walk in and, I'm doing this and acting crazy, but I'm within the lines, and I know, security watches you. You get used to that. So I make eye contact with security, let them know that, yeah, I'm just acting, but I'm here with you. I'm good, I just, I gesture to them, say, I'm all right. I talk to security, the people sitting in their seats to get there 2 hours early, and just be sitting there for 2 hours the whole time watching me walk around the venue, dance, and do whatever I want to the whole time. And they've been sitting in their chairs for an hour with nothing happening. They see me talking to security and security talking to me. They see just people coming by. It's like I know everybody. Everybody knows me. People come up to me. I'm here acting a fool. Basically, and when I say acting a fool, I'm expressing whatever the fuck I want to. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's at anybody or aggressive or showing off. So that might be a little part of it. It's just the ability to express whatever I want to. That is magical to me. And that's probably the core of what I'm trying to get to. And I'm still developing the whole thing. To be able to express whatever I want to in public. and demonstrate it for other people. Not only not be ashamed, want to express it. And it's almost to the point I'm performing. And if I'm branded, I know that performance will carry over, and it has, and it's come back to me. In fact, at the Vegas show, I was just walking out, I saw a guy, wearing a fishbone shirt, and I started talking to him. He was like, yeah, man. He said, I remember you. He was like, I remember you from the Celebrity Theater in the 90s. I was like, he started telling me about, and this is a dude I just walked up on. He just happened to be out there. I just happened to walk over there, and I just happened to be wearing my jersey. Because I wore my jersey that show for whatever reason. He's like, yeah, you were there. He said for all these years he would go to the show. He said, I was always there. It was, and I'm standing there talking to the cat, and I'm like, wow. And then the thing with that too is you begin to get used to that. The first time you go, damn, and it's almost embarrassing, and you get chills and stuff. But it happens so much, you learn how to smile and just, play with it, run with it, and kind of, pull something out of it and give something back to it. Definitely show how grateful you are. You learn how to finesse that. Like, another revelation. Another thing is that, he was just like, oh, I remember you, Celebrity Theater and all this years ago, 20 years ago. I was like, wow. And you get used to that. You learn how to finesse that and use that. And from all this whole magical thing, one reason I know it's magical is because there's certain revelations that are coming to, not revelations, but realizations that I'm going, whoa, they're just like coming run right together. It's like my brain has stepped up and tripped a certain synaptic path to where I'm seeing things a lot clearer, or it's like I'm seeing things a lot clearer, or seeing things I didn't see before. This has happened before, and that's what another reason I call it magical. And what I really want to talk about, which I'm gonna have to stop right now, is maybe why all this is happening. I hope I remember when I come back, and I think I will. So, so I'm just being the person I am. This is the person I wanted to be, with all these quote unquote talents, capabilities, abilities, and this whole vibing thing. I always wanted to be that person. If anything, I wanted to be George. I never wanted to be a musician. I wanted to command an audience, to put them on the rhythm. I wanted to command an audience to sing and celebrate, or something like that. Epiphanies is the word. Since I've hit a zone or hit a level to where the epiphanies is just flying in the last couple of days. Now, whether these are real epiphanies or epiphanies that just, ideas that just get me up and going, it touches some kind of something in my brain or in my heart that gets me motivated and excited and inspired. Again, it probably doesn't matter. What matters is my faith in that, or in this. And that I get an idea and it feels like an epiphany, and it feels like some grand awakening, and I act on it. Whether it was a grand awakening or not, doesn't matter. As far as the energy that it generates inside me to motivate me and move me and to do something. In fact, last night I even went ahead and tried to book a recording session at my house. I never do that in a couple weeks. September 27th, y'all. If y'all around, we're gonna try to do it. I don't never set a date weeks out. That's how motivated I am now. And then yesterday I went on DistroKid and found out that the music I halfway put up there or whatever I did generated revenue, $5. $5.23. So the process works. The process works, and I ain't paid attention to it. I ain't uploaded a new song in 2 years, 3 years, and I've been paying for it. But the process is in place. Jeffery on Jeffery TV and We Funk TV, the record label, the artist, it's there. Spotify, it's there. So I'm motivated. I'm inspired a little bit by Epiphanies because I'm feeling some kind of way because of the last couple of days in P-Funk. So I'm thinking, there's probably no way, well, there's obvious a way. I was thinking, this probably couldn't happen without P-Funk. Me becoming the person that I always wanted to be may have needed P-Funk. It's like I probably couldn't have done this without P-Funk in a lot of ways. Now, it could have been something other than P-Funk, but it had to be something like a P-Funk, something to where I was introduced early in life. I got attuned to it, attached to it. I learned it, I studied it, I took it in my heart. It became a part of me. I believed in it. I believe in this thing to the core, the music, the philosophy, whatever, to the core. Like, again, it doesn't matter if it's real, right, wrong, left or right, up or down. The only thing that matters is that I believe in it. I believe in it. And from my belief in it and my faith in it comes a strength and an energy and something, a power, I believe. So all these years I've been believing in it. I become an adult. I'm able to get closer to the music and see the insides of it. I'm able to get close to the band. And all these years, all these times I've seen them in clubs, the familiarity of going into clubs and venues, and how the setup works and the stages and just how the whole process works. You get familiar with that, get comfortable with that. Then you learn how to really fully enjoy a show, to fully go there, because at first it was just nothing about the music. It was nothing but the music. I didn't want to have nothing to do with nobody or nothing. It was just the music. You asked them, 10, 15 years, 10, 12 years. I'd go to show. I wouldn't talk to nobody. I'd be up to the front killing it, doing wherever I was, killing it. Show's over, I'd go home, that's it, bye. Because this was about the music. So this music and this philosophy is ingrained in me. I'm not faking it. When I was walking around that venue yesterday, thinking that everybody, knowing that everybody could see me, thinking that they probably was watching me because of the antics I was performing, it was so comfortable. I was so confident. It's not even confident is even a word. It's just a part. It's like breathing. And I'm sitting there, I'm just like hearing the music, and I'm just doing stuff to the music and kind of walking and stopping and dancing and singing to myself and talking to myself. Just like I was at home by myself. And then I open my eyes and look up. Somebody be staring me dead in my face. And I'll smile. But I was thinking maybe I could have done this without people, because this took training. This took practice. This was an evolution. I had to learn how to do this, or I had to teach myself how to do this. This just didn't happen. This kind of was created over time. And I'm talking about a lot of time. And a lot of it has to do with the comfort and familiarity of knowing the process, getting in line, all the way from the beginning, who's gonna be where's it gonna be at, opening bands, just the whole getting comfortable with the whole process to where you can just completely exhale and relax. I've been here before. And without something like a P-Funk that was ingrained in me, where I believed in it, something that it was so ingrained in a part of me that when I get a job, I tell them, I don't work when P-Funk plays in town, and I don't work when the Pittsburgh Steelers play. I just tell them flat out before I start, that way there'd be no problem. You know, that way there'd be no problem. You know, they understand me, I understand them. I do not work when the Pittsburgh Steelers play or Parliament Funkadelic is in town. If they in town, I mean, I can still work. See, it's just a saying, because I can still work and just go to the show after work, if I was working days. But you get the idea. That's how ingrained it is. It's part of me. So when I know my band and my music is going to get played in that venue, and I know I got my seat front row, and I know I'm feeling good, and I know I just spent like 3-4 hours talking to P-Funkies, talking to P-Funk All-Stars or whatever, Parliament Funkadelic Cats, P-Funk dudes, and just vibing that energy and having a good time. And after that show, the show in Palo was so good, and just talking to them and, getting information from them and learning what's going on, sharing ideas about this and that, about the music, because the music is so precious. The music is so precious, so to get that close to it, to get that close to the substance of it, the inside of it, the inside of it is what I'm talking about. So it's a part of me, it's real. This is not a joke. This is not a character. Well, it might be a character, but it's really not. It's Jeffrey. It's me. People who know me, know me. Ask anybody. It's people out there on my Facebook friends know me all my damn life. People who knew me before I knew me. There are people out there who knew me before I knew me. Ask them. Is this dude for real? Ask them. They know. I've been consistent. Ask them. This is real to me. So and this may come back. I might be able to tie this back to becoming the person I always wanted to be. This is who I wanted to be. And I think I've achieved it. Or I am achieving it. It's never over. Just like these damn walks every day. Which, my weight is 204.2. I did a lot of weight loss doing that sauna suit stuff. It's probably unhealthy, but I'm still down a lot. And I'm gonna keep that down a lot. I don't care if I lost a kidney or if my pancreas is no longer functioning. I don't give a damn. I'm down 10 pounds. There's always collateral damage. Well, look at it. Anyway, swing on y'all 2 times. For me, for the funk. For every elementary particle that's ever existed in any atom, in this or in any universe that ever was, is, or will be. The totality of it all, the totality of it all, y'all. A theory of universe. And hypothesis of all is one.